Hello Year 1 and welcome to another revision lesson for science. Today we're going to be looking at the plants again. Alright, so let's have a look at this picture over here and then we are going to label all the parts of a plant. Okay, so let's start by reading the words at the bottom over here. So over here, what words do we see? We see the word flower. Repeat after me. Flower. Alright, let's spell flower. F-L-O-W-E-R. Flower. Okay, let's go to the next word. The next word is fruit. Repeat after me. Fruit. Fruit. Alright, let's spell fruit. F-R-U-I-T. Fruit. Okay. Next word. Next word is stem. Repeat after me. Stem. Stem. Now let's spell stem. S-T-E-M. Stem. Okay. Very good. Next word. Leaf. Repeat after me. Leaf. Leaf. Now let's spell leaf. L-E-A-F. Leaf. Alright, good job. And the last one for this piece of paper is root. Root. Alright, let's spell root. R-O-O-T. Root. Alright. Good job, everybody. Alright, let's go and have a look at the plant over here. And let's fill in all these words in the boxes. So we're going to label the parts of the plant. So we're going to start with the first part of the plant, which is this one over here. So what part of the plant do you think this is? Yes, very good. It is the flower. Now, can you spell flower? Let's spell it together. F-L-O-W-E-R. Flower. Very good. Okay, now let's go to the next part of the plant. We're going to have a look at this part over here. This part of the plant is the leaf. Very good. It is the leaf. Alright, now let's write leaf. L-E-A-F. Leaf. Okay, very good. That brings us to the next part, which is this one over here. What part of the plant is this? Yes, good job. It is the fruit. It is the fruit. Alright, let's spell fruit. F-R-U-I-T. Fruit. Okay. And the next one is this part over here. This part of the plant is the stem. Yes, actually this whole part over here is the stem. Yes? Alright, now let's spell stem. S-T-E-M. Stem. Okay, and the last one is this one over here. Now what part of the plant is this? Yes, these are the roots. Roots. Alright, so let's spell roots. R-O-O-T-S. Roots. Okay. So, again, one more time. These are the flowers of the plant. Yes, these are the flowers. This is the leaf. This is the fruit. This is the stem. And down here we have the roots. Yes, the roots. Alright, good job. Now let's have a look at all the parts of the plant, one by one, and what they do. Okay, the first part of the plant we're going to have a better look at is the roots of the plant. So what do the roots of the plant do? Well, the roots of the plant grow in the soil, and they take the water from the soil and then they bring it to the stem. Yes? So the roots take the water out of the soil. It also keeps the plant firmly in the soil so the plant doesn't fall over. Okay, now there are two different kinds of roots that we're going to look at today. Okay, so the differences in parts of plants in terms of characteristics, functions and benefits. So we're going to start with the root. Plant root is a part of a plant that grows into the soil. Yes? There are two main different types of characteristics, which are the taproot and fibrous roots. Number one, taproot. Taproot is the biggest, strongest and longest root of a plant. It has branches of smaller roots growing out of it. Big plants such as mango, jackfruit and rose apple trees have large taproots. Taproots help plants stay strongly supported in the soil around them and help keep plants standing up. So that is the taproot. Yes? The taproot is a bigger root than the next one. Let's have a look at fibrous root. Number two. Fibrous roots are small roots that stick together. They usually occur in smaller plants such as rice, banana, bamboo and grass. Fibrous roots do not grow very deeply into the soil, so they cannot help keep the plants standing upright. Plants with this kind of root are easily removed from the soil. So, the taproot is a big root that goes deep in the ground and holds the plant very strongly into the ground. It is usually very difficult to pull these plants out of the ground, whereas things like rice are very easy to take out of the ground. Over here we can see some examples of plant roots. So let's have a look at which ones are the taproot and which ones are the fibrous roots. So let's start with the fibrous root. As you can see over here, root of corn is a fibrous root. Yes? It has many small parts of root. Yes? There is no big root in the middle that holds the plant into the ground. Alright, let's have a look over here. Bamboo. Same thing. There is not a big root in the middle. They're all just small fibrous roots. And also the root of lemongrass is all small fibrous roots. But then if we look at the root of peanut, then over here we can see the tap root. Yes, the taproot is the big root in the middle over there. And then on the sides we get some smaller roots coming out of the taproot. Same thing over here with the chili. Again, in the middle over here we can see the big taproot with the small roots coming out. And the last one, root of eggplant. Again, in the middle, one big taproot and smaller roots branching out. Alright, now let's have a look at the leaves. Okay, next we're going to have a look at the leaves of a plant. Now what do the leaves of a plant do? The leaves of a plant use the sunlight to make food. Okay? So the leaves create food for the plant. Yes, so the roots get the water and the leaves make the food. Alright, now let's have a look at the different characteristics of different leaves. So over here we can see the banana leaf. Yes, the banana leaf. Now the banana leaf is a very wide leaf. Yes, it is a very big and wide leaf. But then if we look at the coconut leaf over here, yes, you can see many coconut leaves. Yes, this is not one leaf. All these little ones over here are leaves. Yes, they are small and long leaves. Now plants don't only have different sizes of leaves, but also different shapes. Now as you can see, these two leaves over here are smooth. Yes, they are smooth. You can see the edges of the leaves are smooth. Yes, same with this one. They are smooth edges. But if we look at these leaves over here, you can see they are not smooth. This would be smooth. They are not like that. They are more like zigzag, as you can see over here. So these are what we call serrated. Yes, these are serrated margins. Now the same goes for the rose, although the picture is not that great, so you cannot really see it, but the sides of the rose leaf are not smooth at all. They are tiny little zigzags on the side of the leaf. Yes, so they are also serrated leaves. Okay. Yes, so all you have to know is that the leaves create the food for the plants, and that there are different sizes and different shapes of leaves. Alright, the next part of the plant we're going to have a better look at is the stem. So what does the stem do? The stem takes the water from the roots and brings it to the flowers, the leaves, and the fruit of the plant. Yes, so that is the function of the stem. Yes, it brings the water to the leaves, the flowers, and the fruit. Now the stem also makes sure that the plant stays upright. Yes. Alright, let's have a look at the different characteristics of some plant stems. So over here in the example we have small size stems. Yes. So over here we can see the water mimosa and over here the orchid. The orchid and the water mimosa have small stems. Then there are also big stems, like the mango tree over here. Yes. It has a big, strong stem. And over here, the tamarind tree also has a very big stem. Yes. Now in trees, we can also call the stem the trunk. Yes. The trunk of a tree is the stem. Alright, different stem characteristics. Alright, we have a straight stem. So a straight stem is a stem that goes straight up. Then we have the bush stem. Yes, the bush stem from the bottom out has many different stems going in different directions. Then over here we have the vine stem. Now what is a vine stem? A vine stem is a stem that grows around things and usually grows upwards on a tree or sometimes on a wall or any other different kind of object that it can grow around and upwards. Then we have soft stems lying on the ground. Yes. So soft stems For example, like the pumpkin you can see here in the picture. The pumpkin is very big and heavy, so the plant cannot hold the pumpkin up. So they just have very soft stems that grow along the ground. And then we have internode stems. Internode stems are stems that look like tiny little pieces, for example, like bamboo or sugarcane. So those are the different kind of stems we can see on plants. Yes? And remember, the stem brings the water from the roots to the leaves, the flowers, and the fruit. Alright, now let's see if you can remember the different kinds of stems and connect them to the plants. So the first plant we have over here is the ivy gourd. Then we have the tamarind tree, the Chinese rose, bamboo, and hiding over here is the squash. Okay, so let's have a look and try to connect them. So let's start with the straight stem. Is it the ivy gourd? Is it the tamarind? The Chinese rose? The bamboo? Or the squash? But of course it is the tamarind tree. Yes, the tamarind tree has a straight stem. Let's have a look at soft stem lying on the ground. Soft stem lying on the ground. Is the ivy gourd lying on the ground? No, it looks like it's growing up a wall. How about the Chinese rose? No, it's not lying on the ground. Bamboo? No. So it must be the squash. Yes, the squash has a soft stem lying on the ground. Alright, next. Brush stem. Brush stem. So, a bush. Is the ivy gourd a bush? No, it is the Chinese rose. Yes, the Chinese rose is a bush. Alright, next. Internode stem. Internode stem. Remember the stem that looks like it's made of small little pieces. Is it the ivy gourd or is it the bamboo? Yes, the bamboo is an internode stem. So that means the last one, the vine stem, goes over here to the ivy gourd, where you can see the ivy gourd is climbing up the wall. Okay, let's have a look at the next part of the plant. Alright, let's have a look at the flower. So first of all, what is the function of a flower? A flower is to attract insects that will come and eat the nectar from the flowers, and that way the flower can spread around and grow new plants somewhere else. Now, as with most plants, the flower also has different characteristics. So let's have a look at the different characteristics of the flowers. So some flowers, like these flowers at the top, have a nice smell. Like for example, the jasmine, the rose, the white champaka, and the plumeria. These flowers have a very nice smell. But not all flowers have a smell. Like for example, these flowers down here are flowers without a smell. So over here we have the crown flower, the marigold, and the ixora. These are examples of flowers that don't have a smell. But smell is not the only characteristic of flowers. Yes, flowers also have many different colors. Yes, so let's have a look at some nice colorful flowers. So over here we have the sunflower. Yes, a big yellow and orange flower. Then we have the orchid. Now the orchid in this picture is purple, white and yellow, but orchids can have many different colors. Over here we have the portulaca. It's also a very colorful flower. And then we have the globe amaranth. which is a nice, beautiful flower. Okay, the last part we're going to look at are the fruit and seed. So what do the fruits and seed do? The function of fruits and seeds will grow into new plants. Now some fruits are not edible, yes, we cannot eat all fruits, but some are edible, such as rambutan, orange, lychee, and mangoes. Those are some fruits that we can eat. There are many, many more fruits that we can eat. Okay. Fruits have hard seeds inside. Some have single seeds, such as a mango and longan. Some have many seeds, such as orange, papaya, watermelon, and custard apple. And so over here we can see the mango with one big seed. Yes, this is the mango and this is the seed. Over here we have the longan fruit, and inside the longan fruit is one big seed. But then if we look at the orange, we can see many seeds inside. And then if we look at the papaya, there are even more seeds inside. Okay, so those were all the parts of the plants that we have learned. Now, we will see each other again next time. Bye!